Relational use of CBT techniques. Cognitive behavioral therapy has long been revered for its methodical approach to identifying and restructuring cognitive distortions. However, when viewed through a relational lens, CBT techniques can be further enriched and transformed, opening new pathways in therapeutic practices. This lesson explores the relational use of CBT techniques within integrative therapeutic approaches, emphasizing the therapeutic alliance as a dynamic, interactive process that extends beyond the therapist-client dyad to encompass broader relational systems. CBT's foundation rests on the belief that cognitive processes and behaviors are interconnected, and that altering dysfunctional thoughts can lead to changes in mood and behavior. As this approach has evolved, its application has expanded beyond individual cognitive restructuring to incorporate more relationally oriented techniques. This expansion is grounded in the understanding that cognitive schemas are not only individual constructs, but also emerge from and are shaped by interpersonal relationships. One advanced theoretical insight involves integrating attachment theory with CBT. By recognizing that cognitive distortions often originate from early relational experiences, therapists can employ CBT strategies to address these foundational relationships. This integration facilitates an exploration of maladaptive schemas that are entrenched within attachment styles, allowing clients to reconstruct their cognitive frameworks in ways that promote healthier relational patterns. For example, individuals with an anxious attachment style may engage in cognitive distortions that amplify perceived abandonment, and by addressing these distortions through CBT, they can develop more secure relational interactions. A therapeutic alliance itself can be reimagined as an active participant in the cognitive restructuring process. The relational use of CBT contends that the therapist's role transcends that of a mere guide or instructor. Instead, the therapeutic relationship becomes a microcosm within which clients can experiment with new relational behaviors and cognitive frameworks. This perspective aligns with recent research indicating that the quality of the therapeutic alliance significantly predicts treatment outcomes. In this context, the therapist employs CBT techniques not just to challenge cognitive distortions, but also to model relational skills such as empathy, validation, and perspective taking. Practically, therapists can implement strategies that emphasize collaborative goal setting and shared decision-making, ensuring that the client feels an equal partner in the therapeutic process. This approach contrasts with more traditional CBT paradigms, where therapists may take a more directive stance. By fostering a sense of agency and collaboration, clients are encouraged to engage more deeply with the therapeutic process, enhancing both motivation and adherence to therapeutic interventions. Competing perspectives within the field offer varied insights into the relational application of CBT techniques. Traditional CBT, with its strong empirical support, has been critiqued for its perceived reductionism, focusing heavily on cognitive processes at the expense of relational and emotional factors. In contrast, relationally oriented therapies, such as schema therapy, prioritize the therapeutic relationship as central to cognitive and emotional change. The relational use of CBT represents a synthesis of these paradigms, integrating the structured methodology of CBT with a relational focus that acknowledges the complexity of human experience. Emerging frameworks, such as compassion-focused therapy, offer novel insights into this integration. CFT, which integrates principles of CBT with evolutionary psychology and attachment theory, emphasizes the development of self-compassion and compassion for others as a means to counteract cognitive distortions. This approach is particularly relevant for individuals with high levels of shame and self-criticism, conditions often perpetuated by maladaptive relational patterns. By cultivating a compassionate self-view, clients can dismantle the cognitive distortions that arise from critical inner dialogues and replace them with more adaptive, relationally oriented thoughts and behaviors. End. Case studies further illuminate the practical application of these concepts. Consider the case of Anna, a 35-year-old woman experiencing chronic anxiety and relational difficulties. Through a relational CBT approach, Anna's therapist integrates CBT techniques with an exploration of her early attachment experiences. By identifying the cognitive distortions linked to her anxious attachment style, Anna learns to challenge the beliefs that underlie her fear of abandonment. Through role-playing exercises within the therapeutic relationship, she practices new relational skills and gains insight into how her thoughts influence her interactions with others. Over time, Anna reports decreased anxiety and improved relationship satisfaction, illustrating the potential for relational CBT to address both intrapersonal and interpersonal issues. Another case involves James, a 28-year-old man struggling with depression and social withdrawal. Initially, CBT techniques focus on identifying and restructuring James's negative automatic thoughts. However, recognizing the relational component of his cognitive patterns, the therapist also incorporates techniques from dialectical behavior therapy, such as mindfulness and interpersonal effectiveness skills. By integrating these approaches, James learns to navigate social situations with greater confidence and reduce the cognitive distortions that contribute to his depressive symptoms. This case underscores the value of an integrative approach, drawing on the strengths of multiple therapeutic modalities to address complex relational dynamics. Interdisciplinary and contextual considerations highlight the broader applicability of relational CBT techniques. In organizational settings, for example, these techniques can be employed to address workplace conflicts by transforming maladaptive cognitive and relational patterns among team members. Similarly, in educational contexts, relational CBT can be used to support students in developing healthier peer relationships, thereby enhancing both academic achievement and emotional well-being. These applications demonstrate the versatility of CBT techniques when integrated with relational perspectives, extending their impact beyond traditional therapeutic settings. The relational use of CBT techniques represents a sophisticated evolution of cognitive behavioral paradigms, emphasizing the interconnectedness of cognitive, emotional, and relational processes. By integrating insights from attachment theory, compassion-focused approaches, and other relational frameworks, therapists can enhance the efficacy of cognitive interventions in diverse contexts. Through a collaborative therapeutic alliance, clients are empowered to reconstruct their cognitive schemas, fostering healthier relational dynamics and improved psychological outcomes. This integrative approach not only bridges theoretical divides, but also offers practical, actionable strategies for professionals seeking to facilitate meaningful, transformative change in their clients' lives. Pause.